If you can think of time as a flow, just like the flow of a river. So think of time like the flow of a river. And the river is moving in one direction. So in this case, I'm going to say it's moving from the left to the right. All right, because we know that time follows what we call the arrow of time. All right, as that river is flowing, if we were to put a post in the center of the river, that post would represent a significant emotional event that will happen in our lives in the future. It could be a marriage, it could be a divorce, it could be a loss of a loved one, it could be an ecstatic, joyous experience. The key here is that it is emotionally significant for us. So if you think of the post in the river representing an emotionally significant experience, now you know that if the river is flowing and when the flow hits that post, it will create ripples around the post. Here's where this gets really interesting. Some of those ripples actually will occur upstream before the post is reached by the water. Okay? So you have the post, the water is flowing, creating the ripples, but the ripples don't stop at the post. Some of those ripples actually precede the posts. Scientists believe this is the way the program of time works. Emotionally significant events in our lives are like the posts in that river. They create ripples that move backward in space-time and precede the event before it ever even happens, sometimes by moments, sometimes by days, sometimes by weeks. Now, where this gets especially interesting is, as you've seen in previous episodes, in missing links. The human body, in 1991, science discovered 40,000 specialized cells in the human heart that are called sensory neurites. The term says it all. They're essentially brain-like cells, but they're not in the brain, they're in the heart. These sensory neurites have the sensitivity to pick up information from the field. And it is now believed that it is in our heart, those sensory neurites, that are picking up the ripples of the events, significant events in your life and my life, globally, locally. And if we have the sensitivity to acknowledge, the willingness to acknowledge what it is our heart is saying to us, it's not surprising that we can often pick up these ripples and have a feeling about the events before the events ever happen.